G'day, ladies and gents, and welcome back. Tonight has been an absolutely phenomenal night of trading. This is where when it all works. Let me tell you, it works really well. And tonight, Wednesday the 7th of, in fact, Tuesday the 7th, I should say, Tuesday the 7th of April 2009 was a great trading night. Now, right, I'll take you through what happened. It was really good fun. It was really good fun. In fact, at the open of the session, we did have a mixed bias, and again, we've still got this mixed bias bad hanging round. Don't know why it's hanging around so much, but it is. It means that we do take caution in both directions. Of course, though, if the index is going to run, we let it run. Right off the bat, we actually started with this with a big picture buy signal. I did have to go back around about 2.5 hours to confirm the signal, but certainly we can go back up to 3 hours, and as a result, guess what happened? We got this big picture sell signal. It actually moved as soon as the market opened. It actually moved quite quickly, which was brilliant. In fact, this rundown here, this 5.25 point rundown where profit was taken, only took around about 25 minutes, which was really quite good fun. Now, we did have a double top in price here with the big picture sell, but it was reinforced by both known support and resistance, and it was right at the open of the market. So normally, if we get that condition, it's a great trade. As it turns out, it ran on very nicely. We weren't long in the signal actually before we had a new downtrend confirm, which was brilliant. Would have loved to have picked up a continuation signal here again to just build on the profit that we were making. However, this kink just here in our M1 indicator actually excludes us from getting into trades. Now, we ran down. You'll note that we've got four consecutive doji candles here with 4 touches on this price low just here. What does that mean? We had not only a double M2 fatigue and a double M1 fatigue, simply meaning our momentum indicators are fatiguing. They're telling us we're not going much lower. On the flip side, 4 touches, we're well over our profit target, so just take your money. So as it turns out, it was down 5.25. Anybody that did decide to trade out there probably would have got their 5 points. I know that I did, so therefore everyone else should have been able to get that as well. Simply means pressing the trade out button gets you out of the market pretty quickly. Now, you'll note here we came into a signal that we've been testing for a little while here. It is a double top in price, as you can see here, a double top in price, but we have this huge divergence on our M1 indicator. It's basically telling us that we're about to go south. So we jump into those quite happily. So it's a double top sell with a huge divergence. So we jumped into it and we started to sell the index again straight away. Now, mind you here, ladies and gents, as you can see, we actually got a double top buy, but the divergence in the M1 indicator was not enough to get into the buy signal. So we're going to stay short. And as you can see when I bring up the second half of the session, you'll understand that tactic and that strategy with that double top sell is actually proving to be very profitable indeed. Another reason why we had such a great night of trading. Now, ladies and gents, here we are in the second half of the session. You'll note that there is our sell signal that we were short in. There is our potential buy signal just here, but again we weren't in that for long. Again, we didn't have the divergence with. Now, as you can see, ladies and gents, by the trend line over here on the left-hand side, once we got into this sell signal, we actually picked up a new trend, which is always encouraging if we get a downtrend and we're in a sell signal. Here is our mid-session. Here's our mid-session bar. As you can see, this sell signal actually ran on, and the beauty of that happening is even though we were in a bad bias, we do not get out of a sell signal until we get a second against the trend buy signal. Now, as it turns out, there is our first against the new trend. As you know, we don't take it. Now, you'll note with this arrow here, we've actually got the potential for a second against the trend buy signal, but we actually didn't have neither the volatility or the M2 indicator that was actually, we didn't have any agreement at all. So in fact, the signal did not technically confirm. And again, for those that were trading what I trade, we simply just ignore this and we let it go past. As you can see, there was good reason to do that. We ended up straight after that with a continuation sell signal. It means that our first against the trend signal count starts again. So here we are, we're bopping down. We used a 2-point target for that continuation sell. It actually got paid quite quickly. We got a first against the trend. You know, we don't take first against the trends, particularly if it's a new trend, and it kept on bopping down, bopping down, bopping down. Here is our second against the trend signal right here, meaning that we actually get out of our shorts and get into our longs. As it turns out, we got out of the first short with 6.75 points worth of profit, and obviously the continuation also paid 2 points. So a nice little almost 9-point rundown there. We got this second against the trend big picture buy. We actually got another big picture buy. As it turns out, as we came to the end of the session, which I'll show you now, which is only just slightly to the right hand side here. As we came to the end of the session, we actually didn't recover much at all. What that meant is I actually gave back, or I lost 1.75 points on my first buy signal, and I broke even on my second buy signal. So a little bit disappointing right at the end of the session, but ultimately though we did have that beautiful rundown that we could take advantage of. So ladies and gents, all in all, what does that mean? Obviously we had this great rundown at the second half of the session. First half of the session we got just on 5.25 points. So the total for the day is just on 12.25 points at 5% per point. Let's call it a 60% return. So congratulations for the one contract traders out there. 60% of your contract worth $1,000. There was potentially $600 US up for grabs. For the 4 contract traders, of course, multiply that by 4. 4 sixes are 24. So just on a 2,400 US return was up for grabs in the 2-hour session that we trade. So well done for all those traders that are doing what they're told to do, or those that are staying disciplined and patient. I'm going to work on some trading psychology ebooks very shortly, just to give you guys every hand possible to master what we do. Ultimately, a great trading night, a great experience, and let's hope that tomorrow night is as good as tonight. Have an absolutely brilliant evening, ladies and gents, and I'll update you on tomorrow night's trading tomorrow night. Cheers and bye for now.